Happy trade deadline eve, Mavericks fans. This is Mavericks Today by Chat Sports, and I'm Jeffrey Kuberstein coming at you live from Dallas, Texas, about a mile away from the American Airlines Center, just about 24 hours away from the NBA trade deadline. And the Mavericks have already made two trades. I'm sure you've heard about them already. Of course, if you've watched this show, we've broken them both down in detail. But could another move be in the cards? We will take a look at that here in just a few moments. But before we get into today's show, I do want to tell you guys to hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you guys so much for your support over the past week. I know for myself as an MFFL, for producer Tex as a Mavs fan, for all Mavs fans here in Dallas, it's been a really tough week for us. So I just want to say thank you for the support. The show is going on. We still are going to have Mavericks Today here by Chat Sports, despite Luka not being on the team anymore. So stay locked in with us. It's youtube.com/MavsTV. We're still going to be covering this team, win, lose. There are no draws, but we will still be covering this team no matter what. I do want to get to one of the newest Mavericks here, Max Christie, who was involved in that Luka trade, and he played really solid last night against Philadelphia. Now, the Mavs came up short, but Christie was certainly the bright spot in that game. He had 15 points and 9 boards, which is a career high for him in rebounds, 5 of 8 from the field, and a perfect 4 of 4 from three-point land. And the Mavericks kind of traded for Max Christie, knowing that they were going to move Quentin Grimes the next day. And I really like what I saw from Max, and he definitely deserves attention from us. I know that we're all bent out of shape and we're all bitter about the trade and how everything went down. But at the end of the day, Max Christie is a Maverick, so we're going to have to watch him and support him like we all really should as Mavs fans. And he is a nice player. Like, would I rather have Luka and Maxi Kleber? Yeah, I would. But we don't anymore. We do have Max Christie and Anthony Davis, and I do think Max Christie is a pretty damn good player in this league, and he's pretty affordable as well, making just $8 million average over the next 3+ seasons. And that goes for Anthony Davis as well. Both of them deserve our support as Mavericks fans. Like, I know we're all really hurt about what happened, and we're still mad at Nico Harrison and mad at the Mavericks ownership for allowing this to happen. But at the end of the day, AD and Max are Mavs, and if we are true Mavericks fans, I know we've said a lot of things over the past few days about, oh, we're not going to be watching games anymore. We're not going to be doing this and that. I've said those things. I don't really believe it. I went home and watched the Mavs game the other night. We're all going to still be watching the games. And I still believe that we got to support this team no matter what, even if it's not the Mavericks we once knew and loved. As far as Anthony Davis goes, his debut could be coming soon. He has had an abdominal strain, been out for about the last week or so, and he could make his debut as soon as tomorrow against the Boston Celtics. If not, he'll make his debut on Saturday when the Mavericks host the Houston Rockets after the 5-game road trip. I can't wait to see what that atmosphere looks like. I bet there's going to be a lot of booze and a lot of chants going, and if you're going to the American Airlines Center, be sure to send me some videos on Twitter. I just want to see what the atmosphere looks like. Look, like I said earlier, I'm a sucker. I'm going to watch this team no matter what, even if they don't have Luka. It's really sad. Like I said, I wasn't going to watch a game the rest of the season. I'm obviously going to watch the games. I'm obviously still going to be doing watch parties. And the only way moving forward, in my opinion, is I got to talk myself into this team being able to do some damage. Like, I am intrigued to see this team healthy with the starting 5 of Kyrie, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and either Daniel Gafford or Derek Lively. Like, it's still a pretty good starting 5, and God knows if they add, God forbid, a Kevin Durant or somebody else at the trade deadline to make the starting 5 even better. I'm excited. That would make me excited. I'd be interested. It wouldn't forgive the actions of Nico Harrison, but I would be at least interested in watching this team. I do want to ask you guys, though, did you watch the game last night? I wouldn't blame you whatsoever if you didn't. Type W for watch, type D for didn't care. I was kind of in the middle. I watched, but I didn't care, but I still watched. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Did you watch the game or not? We will get to the rest of the show, including some trade rumors here in just a few moments, but I do need to tell you guys about our sponsor, which of course is PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. PrizePicks has over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, making daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. The big game is almost here, and it is now or never. Don't miss out on the last football game of the season with PrizePicks, the best place to win cash while watching the big game. PrizePicks is also giving away one free pick for the big game where Patrick Mahomes will only need to throw 1 yard to win, as you see on your screen right there. If you're correct on at least one more stat projection, you can win some real cash. And also be sure to check out the promos tab to tail any of our Super Sweat Millie Winners big game lineups. If you tail a lineup that goes 3 for 3, you can win a split of up to $1 million in promo funds. PrizePicks is also the best place to get action in more than 30 states, including California, Georgia, Texas, and Florida, and they put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And when my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. So how do you play? It's super easy. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even need to win to receive that bonus. It is guaranteed. Again, download the app today. Use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even have to win that bonus. It is PrizePicks. Run your game. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring today's episode of Mavericks Today. We love playing PrizePicks here. I know producer Tex does. I love playing PrizePicks as well. PrizePicks is the best place to get that real money sports action. And if you're looking to put some more action on the big game, be sure to do it with our friends over at PrizePicks. All right, now let's get to the latest Mavericks trade rumors. But first, I do want to revisit the trades that the Mavericks have made so far. I know it's painful, but we still have to take a look at it just to give you guys some context. Here is the trade, the worst trade in NBA history from Nico Harrison, as producer Tex puts his thumbs down in the box over there. The Mavericks receive Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first-round pick. The Lakers get the second-best player in the NBA in Luka Doncic. They also get Maxi Kleber, who, by some reports, may not even play a game for the Lakers and could be rerouted somewhere in another trade by Rob Pelinka. They also add Markieff Morris, and then the Jazz, who are the third-team facilitator in the deal, get Jalen Hood-Schifino and 2 second-round picks. And then the Mavericks made another trade yesterday just before they played the 76ers, where they got Caleb Martin in exchange for Quentin Grimes and a second-round pick. So the Mavs have already made 2 trades in this trade deadline season so far, and it looks like they potentially might be done as far as the superstars go, but maybe not on the fringes. This from Marc Stein, who is more plugged in with the Mavs than basically anybody else, who said there was no tangible expectation percolating in Dallas. What a sentence there. As of Tuesday night, that's to suggest that the Mavericks were a true factor in the Durant chase. And while I absolutely believe Marc Stein, I'll just go ahead and say this, as I said yesterday, this GM is so volatile, who knows what he's going to do. I won't rule anything out until that trade deadline passes. But as we look at the Mavericks rotation right now, this is a decent starting 5, like I said, of Kyrie, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and Daniel Gafford. And then you throw Max Christie and Caleb Martin in there. You still have Hardy and Exum, Spencer Dinwiddie, Najee Marshall, Max Prosper, Derek Lively, and Dwight Powell. You have an open roster spot. The Mavs do have room to make a move since you are under the luxury tax by about $500,000, I believe. It's definitely possible that another trade could be coming. Now, I could see a trade on the fringes for a bench player, or I could see them exploring the buyout market and trying to go find someone there. Whether that's a wing, whether it's another guard, ball handler type, I don't know. But I still definitely could see the Mavs adding another player. I don't think it'll be a two-way promotion like it was last year with the likes of A.J. Lawson, who they just promoted and then signed another two-way. I do think they're going to go find another veteran, so to speak, on the buyout market if they don't make another trade before tomorrow's 2 p.m. deadline. Let me know what you guys think, though, down in the comments. How will the Mavs use the final roster spot? Type T for trade or type B for a buyout signing. Let me know what you guys think. We will be live tomorrow, by the way, for trade deadline coverage, probably starting around noon Central Time. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's youtube.com/MavsTV. I know the Mavs didn't do what we wanted this trade season, but we still have to cover it, of course, because the Mavs may make a move. Like I said, who knows what Nico Harrison is going to do. So hit that subscribe button, stay locked in, and we'll see you guys soon here on the channel.